we're ranking characters on a TV show that I'm obsessed with. Hello everyone and welcome back for another Tier List Friday video. It's Elizabeth. I am here to rank Yellowjackets characters today. If you haven't watched Yellowjackets, it's a show on Showtime. Before anyone says,
I have so many subscriptions, I don't have it. It's like an addition to cable because nothing is available on cable anymore.
you can get 30 days free. So if you haven't watched Yellowjackets, 30-day free trial on Showtime. It is like the #1 best show that Showtime has had in years. It's the first show I've watched on Showtime ever. All of the actors in it are incredible. Melanie Lynskey, Juliette Lewis, all the people that were unknowns in the series are incredible. If you are here to watch the rest of the video and you have seen it, welcome, hello. We like to obsess over TV shows and then we like to obsess over the characters, get you guys involved to also be obsessed with the characters along with me. Spoilers. Also on here, I didn't make this tier list, but it doesn't have the adult versions of some of the characters. There could be adult versions of some of these other characters. We don't know yet. Or, you know, could all be. So we don't know. We have superior unhinged. There isn't a single hinged person. No one ever says you're hinged. They're just like, oh, this person's unhinged. And what about the opposite? Superior unhinged, fantastic unhinged, not giving enough, well, crickets. If we want to go right off the bat and talk about Misty, we very well can. All credit where credit is due. If she was not there, they probably would not have survived. However, for the first few days, they would have been able to figure it out. They would have been able to ration food.
She is the reason they're stuck there.
She takes out the freaking little GPS chippy man and is like,
You know what? Bye, because I'm needed here. So actually we don't need to be saved.
she is psychotic. Every part of herself in the past and the present is psychotic. She gets crickets, 100%. Also, she has this crush on the coach. Of course, he's a very attractive man. He's gay, and you know, you can't be mad at him for that because he's just truly not attracted to you. She has a lot of issues. With the 4 people that we see in the present day, they obviously all have issues. When you go through such trauma and are a part of a, how do I say it, like a cannibalistic cult, it's very hard to just assume that you are a normal person. They kind of had to resort to that, and it's best person for themselves. We have the end of Yellowjackets. There are no answers. We find out that Jeff is the one who is blackmailing them because he is in debt from his store. We technically still don't even know about the cannibalism of it all. We don't know how it gets to that point. We obviously see Lottie, who is fantastic unhinged. I really do enjoy her as a character because they're out there for over a year. They're out there for like 18 months or something in the wilderness. Number one, how do they not find civilization? I mean, Canada's big, right? So how big is a forest in Canada? Can you just keep walking and never get to something? I feel like they could have eventually gotten out of a forest after 18 months. Whatever Lottie has going on, I feel like she actually might make sense. She has visions. I'm trusting the vision. If I was in the forest, I'd be like, you know what? I don't have any visions. You have futuristic visions. Sure. A lot of people, you know, will always ask like Team Jackie, Team Sophie. Now, I understand I probably shouldn't be supporting Sophie as an individual. Her younger self cheated with her best friend's boyfriend. That's kind of a lot. I would be very furious. Also, she's cheating on her current husband. She thinks that he's cheating on her when that's not even the case. Like, have an open conversation about it. Be like, I saw you. And then he would have been like, actually, no, that's a person coming after me for money. I feel like all signs point to like, you should be on Team Jackie. In the forest, like, girl, you gotta put in your work. Everyone else is like, all right, let's dive in. We're in survival mode, folks. Jackie is just causing chaos. She's not crickets, like she's not Misty status, that's for sure. She's well for me. Like, well, I don't know about Jackie. Sophie is my favorite character, so I have to kind of give her superior unhinged. And she is. Whenever I'm watching her, and I also, maybe it's because I love Melanie Lynskey so much, and this girl who plays her is fantastic. Shauna, her real name is Sophie, I'm sorry. I'm just like thinking about her at dinner, like cutting up the rabbit and like skinning the rabbit. There's obviously so much underlying in her life that she needs to talk about and not pretend that she's had a normal life because she hasn't. And also, I know Jeff should not have blackmailed her friends. And Jeff also like cheated on Jackie at that time. I do not hate Jeff. I think he actually genuinely, like looking back on the season, knowing that he's not cheating on her, but he's not being honest about the fact that they need money and everything. He's probably like middle tier for me because he's done bad things. Him reading all of her journals and all of her entries and knowing everything that happened, and he's still with her and still loves her. It's unconditional love. He's charming. He has done some bad things, so not giving enough, I guess. This girl, I will say, I always confuse her for Lottie when she does show up on the screen. If she like is not giving enough, I'd say like, well, she's doing something. Also, this girl, she's an interesting character, but also like, well, they're both there. Freaking Laura Lee. The idea, the fact that she thought that she can all of a sudden decide to fly a plane, she did sacrifice her life. She was living in a dream world to me. I didn't enjoy watching that character. I feel like everyone enjoys like the grittiness of the other characters more. Like, crickets for you too. Van, awesome. Excuse me? Fantastic Unhinged. This girl said, yeah, I will get absolutely mauled by a wolf or bear or wolf, and survives. I feel like most of this genuinely, I'm like fully genuinely is realistic, except for that. Resorting eventually to cannibalism because they're stuck in a forest with nothing to eat, fully understand. All that actually seems realistic to me. Her not dying is so unrealistic to me. Thaisa also, like, I really love them as a couple, as a duo. I probably would have been like Thaisa and been like,
I'm gonna figure things out. I'm not sitting here.
Natalie is a badass. Natalie needs to stay in rehab. Why did Travis leave her? Oh, because she was saying like she like had slept with other people and not with him. Oh, no, wait a second. Travis was mad at her for sleeping with this guy that she didn't know he had beef with. Like, she's dealing with that loss as an adult. This poor girl, she is an addict and her best friend, husband, partner was killed and no one believes that he was killed. They just assume it was a suicide, but she's like, no, I know him, it wasn't. And she's also really tough growing up too, and she's an outsider with Kevin. I just convinced myself to put her at superior unhinged. Travis, kind of have to put him in the middle. You can't be mad at her for doing that. Coach Ben, he's well for sure. He should be helping out more. And this guy is hot. Did he do anything wrong? I mean, he lied a bunch. Like, it's just like, it's all very fishy. He's very fishy. We don't really need to know anything more about him now because he wasn't not giving enough. He's sort of fantastic unhinged. It makes the show more entertaining. But Coach Ben, like, you lost like, fair. But he's like not, I feel like he should be giving more of like a coach or like an adult vibe because everyone else is a child. Try and help them. You know, I just feel like he's not really giving much. I can't believe I only had a couple people in the top tier. There's a lot of things that they're dealing with and a lot of answers that we do not know yet. I'm very excited to see season 2. I'm glad it got picked up. If you enjoyed my rankings, like this video and comment down below who your favorite character was in Yellowjackets. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet because I post a video every single Monday, and on Fridays I post my tier list videos. And I will see you next Monday. Boom, boom, bye.